The Avengers, Earth's mightiest heroes, genius billionaires, gamma-powered monsters, mystical wizards, intergalactic warriors, and a web-slinging kid from Queens. They've saved the planet more times than we can count. And yet, when a cosmic threat like Thanos comes knocking, even the greatest minds stumble. Take Doctor Strange. With the Time Stone, he peaked into 14,605 possible futures. That's more options than most of us get choosing what to watch on a Friday night. But did he see every single outcome? Probably not. A few must have slipped through the crack scenarios, where heroes don't have to die for dramatic effect, or where civilians aren't used as pawns, all because of cinematic timing or maybe just a slow Wi-Fi connection to the Time Stone as infinite database. Imagine if he'd seen just one or two more possibilities. The team could have avoided so much unnecessary loss. And so, the story unfolds. Heroes chasing, fighting, and improvising. They're doing their best with what they know. But, as we're about to explore, what they know is spectacularly improvable. This isn't just about what happened. It's about what asterisk should asterisk have happened. Let's start with the battle on Titan. We've got Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and the Guardians of the Galaxy facing off against Thanos himself. It's an epic cinematic ballet of chaos. Hulk is smashing a weight. No, he isn't. But webs are flying, magic portals are swirling, and everyone is throwing everything they have at the big purple guy. It looks great. From a strategic standpoint, it's questionable at best. Here's an alternative. We know Strange's portals don't conserve velocity, so why not open a portal a few thousand feet up, and another one right above Thanos' head? Drop a simple boulder through the top one. It exits the bottom portal at near light speed, turning the battlefield into a personalized meteor shower. Boom. No more Thanos. And Strange himself, he saw the one future where they win. A slightly longer scan might have revealed even smarter maneuvers. It's the difference between victory and watching your friends get used as pawns, culminating in Star-Lord's famously terrible decision to punch a guy who controls reality. The difference between winning and, well, that. Next up, there's Grand Quest to forge Stormbreaker. It's cinematically glorious. The dwarf star, the epic music, Peter Dinklage yelling it's perfect. But then Thor arrives in Wakanda, and what does he do? He jumps right into close-range combat. Why? With Doctor Strange's portals, he could have linked to a binary star system, supercharging his cosmic energy. Imagine him swinging Stormbreaker at near light speed. We're talking waves of Thanos' minions obliterated before they can even blink. Picture skyscraper-sized hammer arcs, glowing runes warping the very air around them, and debris orbiting the battlefield like miniature satellites. All this while the other heroes coordinate with zero risk of collateral damage. It would be pure logic, pure spectacle, and pure, unadulterated chaos. Instead, he aimed for the chest. Let's talk about the big guy, the Hulk. In Infinity War, he's having a moment. He's angry, he's big, and he's not smashing. Bruce Banner can't get him to come out and play, but what if they had optimized his rage? Imagine this, a time-dilated rage chamber. Stick the Hulk in there for what feels like a few minutes to us. Is thousands of years for him. Show him loops of every failure, every loss, every moment that made him angry, amplified 1,000,000 times over. Then, at the perfect moment, you unleash him. You don't get one Hulk. You get the fury of 1 billion Hulks condensed into a single being. The battlefield is just one punch away from total obliteration. Why settle for smashing a few aliens when you can optimize for maximum chaos with minimum effort? Then there's Ant-Man. Scott Lang can grow or shrink. The movie shows us Giant Man, which is awesome, but also kind of obvious. It makes for a big target. But shrinking? Shrinking is where the real genius lies. Forget punching Thanos. Shrink down to subatomic size, enter his nervous system, and just start flipping switches. Disable his motor functions. Render a Titan completely helpless without a single piece of collateral damage. Visualize it. Molecules swirling like vast oceans, neural pathways glowing like cosmic highways. One tiny hero, one massive effect. It's precision over brute force, and honestly, a lot funnier than just getting bigger. The tactical elegance is just beautiful. And what about Vision? The guy literally has an Infinity Stone embedded in his forehead. The whole third act of Infinity War is about protecting him, with the Guardians and the Avengers staging a desperate last stand. It's pure chaos. Here's a simpler idea. Vision can phase through solid matter, right? So, why not have him phase his hand inside the Infinity Gauntlet itself? He could dismantle the internal components, short out the connections. Sparks fly, Thanos flinches, and the gauntlet is useless. Brute force is so overrated. Subtlety, in this case, would have been cataclysmically effective. Why risk a massive open battle when a small, internal strike could achieve everything? This brings us to Wakanda. The battle for Wakanda is an incredible cinematic set piece. We have heroes defending the line, allies falling, and Thor making his grand entrance. It's epic, emotional, but strategically, it's a mess. They're basically just standing in a field waiting for the aliens to run at them. What if they had actually used Wakanda's technology? Coat the ground with vibranium dust and hook it up to sonic disruptors. Amplify the frequencies until the entire Outrider army disintegrates. Use portals to redirect the alien forces. Don't just open them behind the enemy lines, open them directly to the surface of the sun. While you're at it, have Thor summon a few F5 tornadoes to fling the giant Chitauri Leviathans into low Earth orbit. It would be clean, efficient, and honestly, kind of hilarious. Why risk a single Wakandan life when battlefield manipulation could neutralize the entire threat? Without a single frontal clash, 5 years pass. The snap happens. We get to Endgame. The remaining heroes regroup, and the Time Heist is born. It's a brilliant, desperate plan, but it could have been so much smarter. They send small teams back to different points in time, creating all sorts of new problems. What if instead they had used the quantum realm to its full potential? Send multiple Thors, multiple Hulks, or even entire armies of nanobots to work simultaneously across different timelines. Minor tweaks to the plan could have avoided billions of deaths, saved key heroes, and maximized their overall efficiency. But, of course, cinematic narrative favors struggle, tension, and emotional sacrifice. Our minds want perfect execution. Our hearts want the drama. Finally, we arrive at the final battle. The entire universe is at stake. The battlefield explodes in utter chaos. Thanos and his army arrive. Heroes fight. They die. They're revived. And they improvise. It's the most epic showdown in movie history. But let's consider the possibilities if they had used their brains just a little more. Imagine Thor swinging Stormbreaker in massive orbital arcs, clearing half the field with each pass. Picture the rage-condensed Hulk smashing his way through enemy lines in devastating, calculated loops. See Doctor Strange not just fighting, but controlling the entire battlefield, redirecting every attack, accelerating objects into weapons, and simply propelling enemies away entirely. Meanwhile, Ant-Man has already shrunk down and disabled Thanos' gauntlet, and maybe a few key nervous functions for good measure. Vision, had he survived, could have phased in and dismantled the gauntlet from the inside. Shuri could have been manipulating the battlefield's vibranium, creating traps and immobilizing enemies with nanobots. And Spider-Man, forget one-on-one fights. He could have webbed the entire army into a giant, sticky dome, and then had Ant-Man shrink it down to the size of a paperweight. The result? You still get the cinematic spectacle. You also get an optimized, undeniable victory. The real question is, how much smarter could our heroes have been if pure cold genius ruled the day over raw instinct? In the end, Infinity War and Endgame are about epic heroism. They are cinematically glorious and narratively emotional. But the strategy? Oh, the beautiful wasted potential. Portals, cosmic energy, subatomic infiltration, nanoswarms, and vibranium tricks could have ended these battles faster, cleaner, and with a lot more style. Yet, the story we got rewards struggle, sacrifice, and heart. And that's ultimately why we love it. But just for a moment, imagine the alternative. The Avengers at their peak tactical genius. The galaxy would bow before a single calculated swing of Stormbreaker, one optimized Hulk smash, or one tiny Ant-Man flipping a single neural switch. It would have been pure logic, epic spectacle, and mind-blowing strategy. So I'll leave you with this. What would you have done differently? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more breakdowns. Thanks for watching.